So they burned women for being too powerful. And today, we're still afraid to take up space. Now, if you've ever felt afraid to speak your truth, that fear isn't yours. It's been passed down to you from generations. And what if I told you that the fear of being seen isn't personal? It's ancestral. This is why we shrink as women. This is why we doubt ourselves. This is why we feel unsafe. And this is called the witch wound. Just so we're all on the same page, let's define the witch wound. Simply put, the witch wound is the subconscious fear of being seen, heard, or standing in your full power. This is an ancestral and collective fear that we hold as women. And the reason this still exists today is because for centuries, women were punished for being healers, mystics, midwives, or simply for being independent, for lashing out, for speaking up in any sort of way. Anything that wasn't submission to someone else's rules meant that we were being punished for it. Now, this wound has been passed down from generations because the women who came before you had to suppress themselves in order to survive. Now, I'm going to explain to you how memories are held in our bodies through generations. I'm going to explain this through the science of generational trauma. We'll use something very simple like a snake. So let's say 1,000 years ago, an ancestor of yours was out in the forest and they came across a poisonous snake. Now, the snake bites them. And what happens is their body has a reaction, they're poisoned. Either they found a way to get the poison out or they died. Now, either way, this created trauma in the body because let's say they survived from this poisonous snake bite. Now, anytime they go back out into the jungle, they're going to be extremely cautious of snakes. They're going to tell their entire community, hey, everyone watch out for these snakes, they're poisonous. Or if they died, everyone else in the community would be like, hey, watch out for these snakes, that person died. So this is a way of communication through a lineage. This is what animals are doing now. Without communicating verbally, they still know what is safe and unsafe because the memory is in their DNA. It's been passed through them. This is a beautiful, beautiful form of intelligence, of wisdom, and that's actually where our deep-rooted wisdom and knowledge comes from, is because all of the people who came before us learned something through their experiences and they sit with us. So there's many ways that you can access the intelligence in your body. The same way you can access really beautiful wisdom and your intuition, you can also access trauma and wounds. So the same way we have wisdom and intuition passed through us, we also have trauma and wounds that get passed through us. So one of the major wounds that women as a collective hold is the witch wound. So let's get into the historical context of this, shall we? If you didn't know already, historically, women were burned, drowned, and executed for things as simple as knowing herbal medicine. Oh, she's a healer. She knows how to put ingredients together in a little pot and magically heal people's bodies. She keeps people alive. She helps people. How dare she? How dare she? We're gonna kill her. Execute her today. Speaking out against authority. How dare this woman use her voice against us? How dare she go against our rules? How dare she not conform? Drown her. Having a strong intuition. This woman knows what's going to happen in the future. She predicted this. She knows what's happening inside my body. She can read my energy. She can read my mind. She gets dreams and visions and access to intelligence that I don't have. Burn her. Being sexually liberated. How dare this woman express herself? How dare she tempt me with her sexual energy? How dare she be sexy, sexier than me? How dare she hold the life force energy that I don't have in my body? Destroy her. Suppress her. Tell her to shut up. Kill her if she doesn't. Make an example of her and do it in front of the entire community so they're also silenced by fear. I'm gonna tell you something. The witch trials was not about witches. It was about controlling feminine energy. The fear of being too much or too powerful has been ingrained into you as a woman at this point. So how can this show up today? How do you know if you actually have the witch wound or not? Because even though we aren't being burned at the stake anymore, we're still living as if we will be. These are common signs of the witch wound in modern women. The fear of being seen or heard. And this can show up with you holding back on social media, in your work, in your relationships. Number 2, self-doubt around your intuition or your spiritual psychic gifts. An example of this is feeling like you need proof to trust your gut. Number 3, feeling like you need to shrink yourself. This shows up as not wanting to be too much, not wanting to be too loud, silencing and suppressing self. Number 4, people pleasing. This is a survival instinct, and it stems from the fear of rejection of being different, because if you're different, you get killed. If you speak out, you get killed. If you're not making them happy, you get killed. Number 5, guilt or shame around your sexuality or your feminine power. This shows up by you disconnecting from your body out of the fear of judgment. This is where slut shaming comes in. When women suppress their desires or believe that they don't deserve pleasure, it comes from this. And number 6, sisterhood wounds, which leads to competition, betrayal, and distrust amongst other women. So, how do we break the witch wound? How do we heal from this? First and foremost, we break this cycle by you reclaiming your voice, your power, your gifts, and your truth. I've written out 5 steps to healing the witch wound. 1 is recognizing the wound. We all know awareness is the first step. The important thing is that you are noticing where your fears are holding you back. When you feel resistance to something, when you actually feel the fear in your body, pay attention to it. Speak to that fear. Reason with that fear. Know the fear is there to protect you. It is your friend. It is not your enemy. The fear is there because it needed to be there in order for you to survive years and years and years ago. This is the time period where we're meant to express our power, our gifts, our abilities. All of it is being asked to come out. And if you're suppressing it, you're rejecting it. You're rejecting and you're suppressing in a way. This is not the time to suppress anymore. This is the time to let it free, to let it out. We're not on trial anymore. And if they tried, we're killing them. If they tried, the feminine is not taking it anymore. The feminine is at a rise, and she will not tolerate being suppressed any longer. And this is the cycle we go through energetically. It's always going to move in a cycle. One day again, it's going to be in a masculine dominant era. Right now, for the next 1,000+ years, we are in the feminine dominant era. Embrace it. Embrace yourself. Let yourself be free. Otherwise, you're going to struggle even more. Notice where your fears are holding you back. Speak to them. Release them. Let them know they don't need to hold you back anymore. You are free to express. Number 2, reclaim your voice. It's going to be uncomfortable, but you've got to speak up. You've got to speak your truth. You have to own your presence on this earth. Own your presence as the woman that you are. You don't need to play it small anymore. No one's going to harm you for speaking your truth. In fact, they'll actually reward you. You will be rewarded for expressing yourself honestly. You will be rewarded for using your voice. Know that to be true. Let that become a belief system that you hold. Number 3, embrace your intuition. Women have the strongest intuitive abilities. You've got to trust your gut. This need for proof, the need for research, the need for these studies and other people to fact check, this is a very masculine approach to the world. We know the answer. We don't need anyone else to prove it. We don't need anyone else to agree with it. We know what is true. Trust yourself. You know what is true. You know the truth. You know the answer. You have it in you. And you don't need anyone's external validation, okay? You've got it. If no one else sees it, that's perfectly fine. You see it. It's your vision to hold. Trust it. Own it. Number 4, heal those sisterhood wounds. Support other women. And I don't mean that silly little fake support of like, oh, I'm a girl's girl, or I go buy from this woman's business. Genuinely support other women. Morally, do not do to another woman what you wouldn't want done to you. Karma is real. And don't do it because you're afraid of karma. Do it because you genuinely care about other women. You've got to build connections with other women rather than competing with them. Other women are not your competition. They are your sisters. We're going to build together. We're made to build together. We're made to be in union, in community. We're made to work together. And any woman that doesn't understand that is deeply in her wounded masculine and has rejected her femininity, because the feminine does not compete. She can wear the dresses, wear the makeup, act as feminine as she wants, but if she is not truly in support of women as a collective and acting on it with every single thing that she does, she is not in her divine feminine. A lot of these girls are wearing very pretty masks. Number 5, unapologetically take up space. I want to see you take up space. I genuinely want to hear you. Women learn from each other. We're here to inspire each other. So the more you show up in your work, in your creative energy, in your relationships, in all aspects of your life, when you bring your fullness to it, you're actually helping a collective. You're changing something in the world around you. And I'm going to tell you something. A woman showing up in her fullness makes other people uncomfortable. You will have to become comfortable with the fact that people will be uncomfortable around you. Why? Because everyone has suppressed feminine energy at this point. This is what has happened over the millennia with the patriarchy. And seeing a woman in her fullness, seeing the full expression of feminine energy is uncomfortable. It's unnerving. It's also really hard to look away from. And it's not about how you dress. It's not about the makeup you wear. I don't care how girly or ungirly you look. If you're actually expressing your divine feminine, it is felt, not seen. And there is a certain magnetism and attraction that it has that just draws people in. And what happens is they're gonna stare at you. They're going to want to look because it's something that's so rare. It's something that's been so lost in our society that seeing it becomes awesome. Like, that's literally what awesome means. And I love the word awesome because it's like, that's awesome. Feminine energy is like, it evokes awe, and they're like, I need to see it. So get comfortable with people watching you, with people looking at you in your fullness, in your full expression. And this does not mean be obnoxious. Okay, some people think it means being loud and sexy and blah, blah, blah. No, girl. The feminine is a lot. And I got a lot of videos on the feminine. And don't think it means anything about how cute you look or how sexy you are. It is about your true essence. It's about your fullness in yourself. It's about your expression. You can see any feminine expression through any artwork, whether it's a painting, a movie, a song, a book, a video. Feminine expression is there. It's selling. You're making millions, guaranteed. You're bringing that abundance in because that's the beauty you're giving out, girl. Are we on the same page? We're releasing this witch wound. We're breaking the cycle because the cycle does end with us. Because you know what? We're not the witches that burned. We're the witches that survived.